Who doesn't love a good notebook? Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Today we are going to make soft bound gratitude journals. I think you're going to like this one. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for all of the awesome support that you are showing to me and my channel every single day. Thank you. Y'all, we are still in gift giving craft mode, and I thought a gratitude journal would make a great gift for anyone. Now, I'm theming mine for autumn, but you can theme these for any season. And guess what? We're not using chipboard on today's project, but we are going to have a very firm soft bound cover on our gratitude journal. I'm going to hold it up so that you can see just how gorgeous this is. It's 5 by 7. We have our elastic band, super easy to make. This would make a great gift for anyone. Use the papers that you have to create this beauty. Or if you're looking for a last minute item to put on that craft fair table, after watching this video, you'll see just how easy it is for you to whip up a few of these to add to that empty spot on your craft fair table. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera to give you a closer look. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, so here's a closer look at my 5 by 7 gratitude journal. I'm going to remove the elastic band that we can use to separate the pages and give you a look at this front and back. Like I said, I used autumn themed paper. You don't have to. You don't even have to call yours a gratitude journal if you don't want to. Crafting is truly unique to the individual, so it's all up to what you want to do. But when you open this, we have the inside here, and then I have 1/2 inch of pages. I haven't counted these, so I don't know how many there are. But there are quite a few in here, probably about 75 pages in this notebook. And we have our back page here, which is just a repeat of the cover. So I love how this turned out. It's super easy. The reason why my cover is so firm is because I'm using that 88-pound paper from Red River Paper Company. I will have it linked in the description box below. This is that 320 GSM paper that you'll hear me talk about from time to time. It is very flexible, but also very firm. It makes the perfect soft bound journal cover. So when you get the Red River paper, it has a coating on it, which allows it to do vibrant printing on one side only. And then on the inside, you get the more faded, muted look. But I like how this looks on a project like this. So this is what we're going to be making today. Here is the paper that I have chosen for today's project. You can see just how thick and durable this is. Y'all, I have a new paper collection, and that paper collection will be available on my website. So these are 2 of the papers that are in the collection. Just look at the image gallery to see all of the beautiful papers in this collection. So we had the pickup truck on this one. I decided to go with the bird and the bird's nest on this one. So I'm going to take my little elastic band, and I'll show you how to make that as well. And I'm going to put it back on. And then I have a stack of 5 by 7 papers that I have cut. Now I cut these on my electronic paper cutter. I have a Vevor electronic paper cutter that was gifted to me probably about 2 years ago, and y'all, I love it. I use it almost every day when I'm doing large cuts like this. So if you don't have an electronic paper cutter, you can use your paper trimmer. So y'all, this will be a very easy process. I am going to take my paper and I'm going to cut off a little bit from this end. And then I'm going to trim this end to 7. And the reason why I cut off a little bit from that end and then came back and trimmed at the top is because I wanted to maintain the bird's head here at the top. And if I had removed the 1.5 inches from here, then I would have cut off the bird's head. So what I did was I took that 8.5 and I reduced it to 7. Now I'm going to take it and we're going to reduce it on the 11-inch side to 10.5. That's what I need for this project. Now you might not have to cut yours if you're using a different measurement, but I'm doing 5 by 7, so that is what I needed to do to get mine to be 5 by 7. So now we're just going to score. On the 10.5 inch side, we're going to score at 5, rotate it to the opposite 10.5 inch side, and score at 5. This is going to give us a 1/2 inch spine. I could have made my spine 1 inch, but I wanted to go with 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to use my big old spatula to get that nice and burnished. So there is my cover, easy peasy. So all I'm going to do now is just take a stack of papers and start putting them in. And I'll test this to see if I need to add some more papers. And I can see that I can get away with adding a few more. Now, we're going to be putting this book together using Reptile adhesive, my favorite white glue. If you use Reptile adhesive, I encourage you to go ahead and place your order now, because as it gets colder and we get into freezing temperatures, they do not ship. So you can go 2 to 3 months without Reptile being able to ship the glues because of the temperatures. So if you know you're going to need some glue to get you through the winter crafting, go ahead and place your order now. That was a non-solicited reminder. Reptile did not ask me to do that. I just love the glue so much that I want you to make sure that you don't run out when you need it most. So we have our papers in, and you can see here on the edge I have a little bit of white sticking out. I'm going to just go ahead and leave that for right now, because I will take this book back to my cutter and I'll trim everything nice and even. But if I didn't have a cutter, I could very easily take my ruler, and it'll take some time, but you just cut through until you have your pages nice and even. So I am going to take my pages, get them nice and straight, or as straight as I can. They won't be perfect. Then I'm going to grab my little Dollar Tree clips, and we are going to add our clips like this. And then I'll add a clip here, and I will add a clip here. Now this is a technique, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, this is a technique that I love using to make my notebooks and my journals. So now I'm just going to flip this over, and what I'll be doing is I'm going to take my glue and I am going to spread glue along my spine. So I'll try to get out a really good amount of glue. Let's just go ahead, make sure we have a nice coating of glue on here. I'm going to grab a little paper towel, because I am going to get glue all over my fingers, because I'm going to spread this. And I like spreading it with my fingers because that lets me know that I have touched every single part of the page in the spine with glue. So I'm just going to pull some of that glue from this end. Get the glue off my fingers just a little bit. Remove my clips. Then I am just going to take this and we're going to place it down inside the spine. And I'll go ahead and just fold up and over. Let's remove these clips. I'm going to tap it into my desk to make sure that I have all of my pages hitting that spine. Then I'll take my big old spatula And I am going to make sure that I am really working that glue into the spine. Take it and tap it on my desk again, making a lot of noise. And let's just keep doing this until you feel as though all of your papers are hitting the spine. And so then I'm going to open my book before it completely dries, because I want to make sure that I don't have my page sticking here in the spine. So I'm just using my big old spatula to go in, make sure everything is nice and neat. Then I'm going to remove that page. I'll turn it over to the back, and we're going to do the same thing. So you can see that that one has a little bit of stick to it. I'll just remove that. Go ahead and make sure that everything looks good. Now I can close it. We can let this one dry. And while it's drying, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make the elastic band. So I have this elastic, and it's from the Dollar Tree, and it's good quality elastic. It's as good as what I've gotten from Amazon. So I'm just going to take this, and we're going to wrap it around like this. So now I'll take my scissors, and I'm just going to cut. Now you can see that when I wrapped it around, these two don't meet, and that's on purpose because I want to be able to stretch one to go over the other one. So with it still on the book, I am going to take this and I'm going to pull it pretty tight. I'm going to put it down like this. I'll just go ahead and grab my glue, place my glue like that. Go ahead and pull this, putting it in the glue, getting it nice and tight. Then I'm going to use my finger blade to lift because I want to put a clip right there, and then I'll be able to add a clip right there. And now I can slide it off. And on this one, I let the book as well as the glue on the elastic dry for about an hour. That's exactly what we're going to do here, and I will be back. All right, so it's been about an hour. Let's see if this is nice and dry. And it is, so I can stretch it. We're going to move those clips. We'll take our notebook. The notebook is not dry enough for me to handle aggressively, so I'm just going to be very gentle with it. And I know that it's not completely dry yet because where the glue is, my paper is still a little puckered. So once the glue dries, then your paper, all the papers will be flattened. So I am not going to do anything in the way of opening this like that because I need to let it dry. But I did go ahead and put it in my trimmer and trimmed it off to even it. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to do just a little bit of distressing to this. Knock off some of that newness. This isn't something that you have to do, but I just thought I would do it on these. And just a reminder, if you're interested in the paper, please check my website. The link will be in the description box below. And make sure you look at the photo gallery so that you can see all of the papers that are in this particular collection. So now I have this piece of ephemera. I am going to add some Distress ink to it as well. And I'm even going to just go over the front just a little bit. And it says, gather here with grateful hearts. So I am just going to take a little bit of my glue, add some glue, and I think I'm going to put this in the middle. Let me pick it up so that I can look at it to see if I have it straight. And now we'll just get everything nice and stuck. Y'all, I am using the Tim Holtz Distress Ink Walnut Stain. And so I am going to open this just a little bit because I want to take a little piece, and I think I'm going to put it right here at the bottom. This isn't something that you have to do at all. I am just adding this as a little decorative touch so that when the book is opened, there's something just a little bit cute waiting for you on the inside. So let's go ahead and get that stuck. And so now I'm going to take my scissors and just trim off that tail there. See if there's a tail there. There is not. So now we can take it and we can wrap it around our book. Y'all, I apologize for the background noise outside. I have no idea what they're doing. But if you have a particular page that you want to bookmark, using these removable elastic bands is a great way to do it. So I am going to bring that first one back in so that you can see just how gorgeous these are. And I am going to go ahead and see if we can open this one a little bit to the middle. Now, this one isn't dry completely either. It's been drying now for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. But I like to let books like this sit overnight so that they can definitely dry completely. And when they are dried completely, y'all, you're going to have a beautiful notebook or a beautiful gratitude journal to walk around with and write down those things that made your day or those things that you are grateful for today. I am personally grateful that you were here with me today, so I want to thank you for that. And if you've liked this video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, y'all, this is what we do, and this is how we do it. So I would love to have you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload a new video. As always, my friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye. I am using just regular copier paper in this, so if you are going to cut your own papers, 8.5 by 11 is what I'm starting with. And I'm going to take the 8.5 by 11, put it in on the 8.5 inch side, and cut it down to 7. Then put it in on the 11 inch side, cut it 5, and cut it 5. So this time, I only had 3 sheets of paper in, but already I have 6 pages to go on my stack. So that is how very quickly you can cut your own papers.